I've heard a couple of people on the Facebook group and Instagram and whatnot, and a lot of people ask, how do you stay motivated? That was one of the questions I saw, and I want to answer it in a video. I want to answer it right now before we close here, because it's so important. If you lose motivation, none of this matters. It doesn't matter how amazing this teaching is, how many greens you got. It doesn't matter how common your words are you learn, how efficient your learning is, how great your teacher is. He is great. But it doesn't matter if you're not doing what you need to be doing, if you're not watching these lessons, if you're not there every time I'm there making a video for you. One thing I'd recommend for motivation is that motivation is like this big, I gotta get myself motivated to do this thing, right? And you really gotta make it fun, if you make it fun, then it's all worth it. And when you make it fun, especially at first, then everything becomes fun. You get momentum. So for example, say you're burned out, like I haven't studied Japanese in a long time, I haven't watched these videos, I haven't done anything in a long time, I haven't watched anime. Go watch some anime, do a subtitle tutor, make it fun, do something fun. Go watch an anime that you already like. Enjoy that experience. Maybe look at some manga, if you like manga, play a video game, go get a video game in Japanese and play it. Maybe not story-based video game, right? Make it a little fun. Oh, this is fun. I want to know what's going on. Somehow you got to incorporate fun in it. And then you'll do the thing because it's fun. And then that'll give you momentum. And then you'll do everything else that's related to it because I'm getting pretty good. I want to do another thing, right? Most people get demotivated because they stop doing things and then they're like, wow, I haven't done it in a long time and it's just hard to do it. Like, it's inertia. Once your butt's in the chair, your butt stays in the chair. Once you don't learn Japanese, you stop learning Japanese. It's hard to get back on that wagon, It's hard to build up the steam, get that ball rolling down the hill. That's the only thing that's your problem. That's the only thing. It's not that I hate Japanese now, I hate anime now. It's none of that. It's just getting a little ball rolling again. And it's gonna take some time to get that ball rolling to where it was before. So realize that it's going to take a little bit of time, and the way you do it is by making it fun, and then two, by this was a really cool thing. I have to give credit where credit's due. Kazumoto from All Japanese All the Time. He's a good friend of mine. He taught me this, which is cool, and it's called time boxing. It's very simple. Is to say I'm going to learn Japanese for 1 minute today, and that's it, and that's all I'm going to do. And then, my mind goes, but 1 minute doesn't matter. What is 1 minute gonna do? That's stupid, right? But don't let your brain do that, because it's wrong. Because monumentally, 100 times, the first minute is harder. The first minute is 100 times harder than the second minute, and the second minute's 100 times harder than the third minute. So you need to treat it that way. You need to treat that minute like a holy ritual. Like if you get that 1 minute in, you are a boss. So make it easy for yourself to do that monumental 1 minute thing, and then that gets the ball rolling. Right? Now it's moving down the hill. It might be tiny, but that's all you need, man. And then everything gets easier. Boom, and then it's a big ball, and then you're watching these videos twice, 3 times, 4 times, and you're watching other videos, and you're watching anime nonstop, you're using the subtitler, and then your ball's growing crazy. Oh, I've learned so much Japanese, it's going so good. I can't do nothing, all I think about is Japanese. And then guess what? Your ball's gonna crumble, and you're gonna fall off the wagon again. And you're going to get back into school, and you're going to get back to work, and you're going to have to do it all over again. That's the process of learning Japanese. It's going to happen. So be prepared for it. It's just normal. It's normal, right? Don't worry about it. These long, big things that take a year or more, it's just going to happen. You're going to get into it maybe a month, and then you'll fall off again. And you're like, wow, I was learning so good the month. What happened? Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. No. How do I get back into it? Oh my God, I've lost the mojo. You haven't. It's just a normal thing. Everybody goes through it. Don't worry. Just do 1 little minute. Do 1 little thing. And then you get it rolling again, and boom, and then it's gonna crumble, and then you're gonna have to get that 1 minute in again. The thing, it's rebooting. People that are successful, if I had to put this whole one little pep talk into one little word, people that are successful at learning Japanese, they can reboot. Like a computer, quickly, boom, right? Like a fast computer with a nice CPU and some good memory and RAM in there, not like an old clunker. The people that suck at Japanese, that never really learn Japanese, they're a clunker. Like they take forever to boot up, right? Oh, I lost my motivation. 4 years passed, and finally they get back into it. And by then, they forgot everything they've learned. So it's really a bad cycle. It's really bad if you can't reboot. If you got that skill of rebooting, right, you just know how to do it. You know it's tough. Everybody goes through it. You're gonna have to do 1 minute or something. You're gonna have to do a little bit of fun thing, right? Treat yourself nice, sweetly, ease your little baby self into it, right off the cliff, and then you'll roll down the hill, and you'll be a big snowball, and you'll learn Japanese like a madman. It'll be amazing. And then it'll happen again, and you'll do that 3 or 4 times, and you'll be fluent, hopefully. It depends on how much stuff you do. Like, typically it would happen for me maybe like 3 or 4 times throughout a year, because it only took me a year. I fell off the wagon maybe 3 or 4 times, but in the end, once every 3 months, I maybe fell off the wagon, and then I was good. But some people, they learn a little bit slower, so they might have to do that for maybe 2 years. But that's really the average, 2 years when you're learning through anime, when you're learning this style, when you're doing inputs, when you're taking these videos. The average is pretty much 2 years. You can kind of count on that for it to be the thing. If you go to classroom route, typical textbook, it's going to take you 4 years. That's kind of the average there. So.